Hey, everybody. I wanted to make a message today for caregivers or those who are grieving or those who are just feeling really blue during this holiday season and overburdened with so much to do, and yet we continue to take it on. And I originally wanted to talk about that you don't have to do all that you're doing. And I mentioned to my wife I was going to make the video, and she said, Cheryl, that doesn't sound like any fun at all. And I said, I guess you're right, it doesn't. So I decided instead to talk about smiling and laughing and the medicine that smiling and laughing can bring to us. There is a reason that we have that old cliche, laughter is the best medicine. It's just about as powerful as anything we can do to reduce stress and cortisol in our nervous systems and in our bodies. But it's not so easy, maybe during this time of the year or sometimes any time. Laughter doesn't come easily for a lot of people. For me, I'm laughter comes very easily, sometimes a little too easily. I've been known to laugh when nobody else finds a situation funny at all, and I'll let out a big guffaw, and everyone looks at me like, "What is wrong with you?" I've learned to live with that, and I've learned to control my belly laughing outbursts. But if it doesn't come easily for you, then know that it does live in you. Humor is part of who we are, and maybe it just takes a little practice to make it a habit and drag it out into the light again. There is no need often to laugh out loud. Even smiling works, but we need to sometimes look for things. Seriously, actively practice looking for things that make us smile or that we find funny. Some people even need to take a little bit of a laughter break and go onto YouTube or some social media app where there's something funny. And for just a few minutes every day, that can really bring us back around to realizing that we have humor, and also that those just couple of minutes can reduce our stress. Most of what we find serious in life can also be looked at with a bit of humor, but it takes practice to lighten up. We have to play with it at first. Maybe we even have to fake it a little bit. Uh, let's say you're a caregiver and you're caring for your husband and he spills the milk on the floor way too often. And you look at him when it happens again, and instead of saying, "Ugh, Charlie, you spilled the milk again," what if you could practice and get ready for when it happens, because it will happen, and say, "Charlie, there goes the milk again." Because it's a serious situation, but either way, you have to clean it up, right? So we can have a choice, but we have to practice the choice that we make. And if you can't give up certain traditions, that's okay. You know, don't bother giving them up. I always encourage doing less if it's too much. But let's say, as an example, that you are baking cookies and you just can't give that up, but you're exhausted and it's not going well. You either leave out an ingredient or you've burned the cookies. Don't throw them out. Give the cookies away anyway and just say, "Here are the cookies. I burned them and hope you like them." I guess the final message that I want to give you is that, we don't have to be perfect. We're allowed to laugh. We're allowed to lighten up. Uh, you don't have to be perfect if you burn the cookies, and the cookies don't have to be perfect either. I wish you right now, during this holiday season, and of course always, joy, laughter, and peace and calmness, and most of all, reduced stress. I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.